Hi, my little artist. I hope you guys are doing phenomenal today. If not, remember that can always change instantly. Instantly. You know what? It will get better. It will get better. It will always get better. No matter the circumstance, no matter what's going on, it will always get better. Oh, forgiveness. Let's talk about forgiveness. We need to learn to forgive ourselves, others, the situation, the circumstance, whatever the scenario is. Honestly, a lot of the times when I do speak about certain topics, the scenarios will never matter. I know that it's hard to believe that. I know it is very hard to not have the full pieces and scenarios right in front of you. I completely understand. However, that situation, that circumstance, whatever it is, whatever the moving pieces are, does not matter at all. And the reason why I said we need to forgive not just ourselves but the situation is because a lot of the times we say forgive ourselves, forgive ourselves, forgive ourselves, and we do. However, when you don't forgive the situation or the circumstance, you still haven't fully forgiven yourself, forgiven the X and Y pieces that were also a part of the situation that happened. And forgiving people who have wronged you is hard, is very hard. It's not something that you can just wave a magic stick, a magic wand, and think that it will dissolve. It doesn't happen that way. Listen, I wish. However, that is not the case. That is not the case, and that is totally fine. I am not going to sit here and pretend like I know what everybody in this planet has gone through, because let's be real, I don't. And that is okay, because it doesn't matter the situation, it doesn't matter the circumstances, it doesn't matter how deep, how bad, how dark, how much happened. However, it's also in your hands to take that time. Take that time to forgive it. Forgive yourself for it too, because a part of you is probably blaming yourself for the scenario that happened or the circumstances that happened. But I'm going to tell you right now, it needed to happen the way it needed to happen for you to understand, for you to open up your eyes, for you to see that at the end of the day, it wasn't about the circumstances. It wasn't about everything that was going on. It was about what lesson did you learn from it? What did you learn from it? Learn your lesson, forgive it, let it go, and move on with the next chapter in your life. And my little artist, I kid you not, it will get easier. With time, it will get easier. Why I call everything a blessing is because without these blessings, you would have never learned the lesson to begin with. Without these lessons, you would have never upgraded to the person that you are or you are becoming. So can you really be mad? Can you really be mad? Yes, you can. Listen, again, feel your feelings. Feel them all the way. If you gotta cry it out, cry it out. If you gotta run it out, run it out. If you gotta lift it out, lift it out. Do what makes you happy, or do what makes you relieve that tension, that pressure, that ache, however you want to. You are an artist. You will figure out your means of art. And it's okay if you don't know it right now. It is totally okay. It will come to you slowly but surely. But in order for you to fully create your full masterpieces, you have to go through the periods where your art isn't the best, where you're just trying to figure out your art to begin with. And that's a beautiful process. That's a beautiful, phenomenal process. And like I said, when you forgive, not only will you close that chapter and tell that circumstance, that person, or whatever it is, you no longer have access to me. You no longer take power from me, because the amount of times that that circumstance or that scenario keeps playing out in your head, that is how many times you're giving your energy away to that scenario, to that person, to that thing, whatever it is. And let me tell you right now, we're not doing that. We're not. Because you don't deserve that. You don't deserve to trade your energy for a lower vibration, a lower energy that does not even bother to think about you for 2 seconds. Okay? They made you feel some type of way. They may have done something to you. You know what? Take your power. Take it back. Take it back right now. It's not theirs. It's yours. And the more power you keep letting these people have, things, places, the more you keep falling into the same trap over and over and over, all because all you needed to do was forgive and let go. And if you can't forgive, sit down with yourself and figure out, why can't you forgive it? Who are you really hurting here? Because at the end of the day, it sounds like you're hurting yourself. The more you keep letting these things pile up, sit inside of you, and just bottle it up, that resentment that is bottling up inside of you is not okay. It's not okay. It's not okay, because I want you as an artist to fully feel all of it. Feel every piece of you, inside, outside, and I want all of it to match. And all of it will match. But in the meantime, there are going to be some times where you're going to have to sit back and realize, what piece did I play in this scenario? What piece did that other person, circumstance, or situation play in this scenario? How can I better myself from this scenario? And what could I do differently next time? And sometimes we don't stop and realize the parts that we've also played in these scenarios, circumstances, situations, whatever you want to call them. And we need to, because how else are we going to grow? How else are you going to evolve your art? How else are you going to evolve as a human being? How? If you don't stop and reflect. You can't keep going around saying, oh, I this, I that. It's all about me. No, I'm sorry. I understand every person is the main character of their own story. However, we can't keep victim playing ourselves. I understand that some of us truly have been victims to certain scenarios, places, things, and people. However, are you going to allow that to define you? Are you going to allow this person to define you and take away your energy, your time, your art, all of it? Are you? Because the more you keep talking about this person, place, thing, situation, the more you're giving your energy to it. The more they, them, it still has you wrapped around their finger. And that is not okay. That is not okay, because you need to learn to stand on your own 2 feet, for yourself, by yourself. We are all going through different scenarios in different ways, yet we're all learning the same lessons. In different forms, in different ways, in different art forms, And that is okay. That is perfectly fine. Which is why we all need to talk about these scenarios. Talk about them more. Just know that you're not the only one. You're not the only one going through that scenario. You're not the only one going through that circumstance or situation. There's been plenty of other people who've been there, done that. And just like them, there's been plenty of them who have lived through it, fought through it, and healed from it. Just like there are the same amount of people who have lived through it, gone through it, and not healed from it. Because they still choose to give that power to that situation, to that circumstance, to whatever the situationship was. Please forgive. Forgive the situation, forgive the circumstance, forgive whatever it was, whatever the scenario is. And don't get me wrong, you're gonna have to forgive more than one situation, because one can of worms will open another can of worms, and that is okay. Scenario, one circumstance, one trigger will open another. One wound will open another. One wound will open another scar, and that is perfectly okay. But you have to feel them. You have to feel them, and you have to heal them. In the meantime, forgive them. And in the process, forgive yourself. Because just like everybody else in this world, we're all still learning. Listen, even the most people who sound the most politically correct, whose vocabulary are beyond phenomenal, are still learning. I see it all day, every day. From younger folks to my age, to older folks, to these people who are grandparents. And it saddens me. Honestly, it really saddens me to see the older people almost get to their deathbed for them to realize, like, I did not forgive and let go, and I'm about to leave this earth with a bitter heart. That is not okay. That is not okay at all. I want for you to forgive it all, forgive yourself full-heartedly, so that way when it is time for us to go, when it's time, because baby, it ain't gonna happen anytime soon, then you've gone out with a masterpiece. You've gone out with the biggest art there is. Forgive and let go. Most importantly, forgive yourself for the situation that either happened currently in the past or in the past. Forgive what you are currently going through, because you're still learning. And it's okay to learn. It's beautiful. It's an amazing thing for us to learn every day. So yes, forgive, let go. My little artist, you have a phenomenal day. It will get better. It always gets better. Love you guys.